Embrazo is a solution to this problem, and today we will walk you through that solution. Hello everyone, my name is Nicola and I'm the CEO of Embrazo. I'm a junior at Regis Triangle High School in RTP, North Carolina. This is my team.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Manas Saglapati. I am a 9th grader at Panther Creek High School, and I am the Chief Financial Officer of Embrazo.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rayvon Boba, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Embrazo. I'm a freshman at Enloe High School.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rita Patel, and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Embrazo. I'm the 9th grader at Greenhouse High School.
So here at Embrazo, we embrace the challenge. And so what we've done is, we went to a group of seniors and we asked them, are you guys fond of using tablets as a source of entertainment? And they said yes, we love to use tablets, but they had the same consistent answers. It was too cluttered, it was too complex, and it was too confusing for them to use. So based on the feedback that we received from seniors, we focused on 4 key elements. An easy-to-use, simple interface that's focused on memory games and is affordable to senior citizens.
We plan to target senior citizens, especially those over the age of 60. The particular areas we plan to reach out to are retirement homes, senior apartments, rehab centers, and other highly concentrated areas of senior living. Embrazo is a simple, easy-to-use tablet containing targeted games and activities that promote memory retention. It also comes with an ergonomically friendly stylus. This is our prototype of our product, and I would like to ask Manas to give it to the judges. As you can see, this is a prototype. It is not a finished model, and we will enhance this product to make it better in the future. So for our size of our tablet, we chose 7 inches. Why did we choose 7 inches? Because we didn't want it to be too big or too small. If it was too big, it would be heavy, it would be clunky, it would be hard to hold in the hands of seniors. but if it was too small, the text on the tablet would be hard to read. The front of the tablet includes a camera, power button, volume buttons, and a power button, similar to what you might see in many of today's tablets. The back includes a charging port and a headphone jack. And on the right side will be a place to hold our ergonomically friendly stylus. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, our product is simple, sleek, and very efficient.
Some of the features and benefits of our product are that we know that there are other products out there, but they're all in silos. For example, the iPad, it's a great tablet, but it's too complex for our senior citizens. And another great product is Lumosity. It's a website, but there's so many steps involved that senior citizens can lose themselves in the process. And then there are our competitors. Our competitors are too expensive for our target market to afford. Embrazo glues all these aspects together into one tablet. Embrazo is simple, engaging, and affordable to our target market.
In our ventures to create the Embrazo product, we looked into the build option first, as you can see on the right-hand side. We wanted to use the Raspberry Pi along with other peripherals to create the tablet, but when we did further research, we found that the total cost would come to $209. That, combined with our markup price so we can make a profit, would be too expensive for the seniors. This is why we looked into the buy option on the left-hand side. We found that there are OEMs available which offer a tablet that meet our specifications without compromising on quality and still offering a much lower price of $49.99. So here's a look at our competitors. One of them is Input Senior Tablets. They offered their tablet for $400, and that's already too expensive. And then down here is GrandPad Senior Tablet. They have a $53 monthly plan, and if you do that for a year, that's $636. And you have to return the tablet when you're done. Like, come on. That is why we wanted a modest price of $149.99, affordable to our target market.
Our go-to market strategy is direct sales to the customers, eliminating channeling costs. We will be selling directly to old age homes, rehab centers, senior trade shows, and senior living facilities, and we'll be partnering with QVC, doctors' offices, churches and religious institutions, and senior cruise ships. Also, we will have an e-commerce website that has direct mailing, web banners, and telemarketing.
In the first year of our entry into the market, we're focusing on North Carolina. Now, this is a map of senior living taken in 2010 census. As you can see, most seniors live in the mountain areas or in the coastal region. As of today, there are 1.5 million seniors in North Carolina, approximately, and we want to market to 2% of them, which is in line with our competitors. This number amounts to 30,000 units sold in the first year. So, we have two types of costs, variable and fixed costs. Variable costs go up as we sell more units, such as our product inventory. Fixed costs stay the same in a one-year period, such as our wages and benefits. Down here is a quarterly analysis for our first year. Now, there are two line items I want to talk about. Our units sold, which is approximately 6,400 units in the first quarter, and it grows 10% quarterly until the fourth quarter, which we plan on selling 8,600 units. Top line revenue for the first quarter is just a little bit over 950,000, and we are going to go to $1.3 million in top line revenue by the fourth quarter. This graph shows our financial growth in a 5-year period. So after the first year, after we're done with North Carolina, we plan on moving to the United States of America. And the third year, the Americas in general. In the fourth year, we want to enter the world stage. So this is a more detailed summary of our 5-year financial plan. So once again, the units sold is 30,000 units in the first year. By the end of the 5th year, it's going to be about 138,000. Throughout this period, we want to work on making sure our unit costs go down. And our projected revenue is about $4.5 million in top line revenue. And by the 5th year, it's approximately $21 million in top line revenue.
Embrazo believes in giving back to the community, and in doing so, we'll be donating 5% of all annual profits to the Alzheimer's Association. Also, we will be providing a 5% discount to recycled, old, portable electronic devices that our senior citizens bring to us. Don't take it from us, take it from our senior citizens. For example, Mr. Sharad Patel says if it works and it's affordable, then we can go into business together. And Mrs. Andrea says if this product was in the market, I would buy it in a heartbeat.
So Sharks, we're asking for $2.9 million in exchange for 21% revenue sharing for the first 5 years of our company. We're also asking for $670,000 for our first year in order to kickstart our vision.
Do you know who the first customer of Embrazo will be? It's going to be me, for my grandparents. So Sharks, we invite you to embark on the journey of Embrazo just to say thank you.
We would also like to say thank you to everyone who's helped us here today. We wouldn't have made it without you. Thank you.
Good job, guys. What games are you going to decide to put on? Is it just a can, here's how it comes, and these are the games you get, and that's it? Or did I miss something?
Well, we'll have some standard games for senior citizens that are really simple for them to use. Over time, we hope to promote more and more games to the application so they have like a variety to choose from.
So they'd be able to upgrade checkers.
Yes, we'd have more games.
Yeah, the first, I thought that was a good presentation. When I first read the business plan, I questioned if there was, a market for this, but after your presentation, it may be as simple as really just providing entertainment. People want to do that. So I like the price point. I think one thing I would tell you is that in your formal presentation, what caught my eye was the actual expense of your competitors versus what you're coming into the market at. And I think, I encourage you to put that in your hard copy. Rather than that, I thought, really nice job.
Thank you.
You want to go last?
Good job. I had a couple things that I thought you guys did really well. Your target market, you were pretty organized and you thought about it. You did your data research. You looked at North Carolina, and I think that's a great idea to start small and then expand because you can learn and you can change. I also thought doing a build versus buy was smart. You thought about it and said, we have an innovative idea that needs a tablet. We're not about building a tablet. So I thought that was smart. So the only other suggestion I had was, for reading your business plan, it looked like you were planning on getting investment kind of over time. And I would suggest that you do it all up front because you don't know how successful you'll be. And so your valuation could radically change, and then you may end up with not having a whole lot of ownership left. So if you think you need $1 million, maybe ask for $2 million to give yourself a little bit of runway. Good job.
Nice job. I love your passion. And I agree, this is a great target audience. I think when you look at our aging population and the baby boomers, this audience is going to be ripe for making a lot of money. Couple things, I agree with the market strategies, start small, then grow. I love your simplicity idea to keep it simple, ease of use. Now, a couple areas I want you to zero in on, the stylus pen that goes along with it. I think if you did some market research, you would see that that has been a strategy that hasn't been well adopted. As a matter of fact, it's pretty much been abandoned. I think there's some instances of it, but if you think about the older population and then having to keep up with that, one of the things that you called out in your business plan was you wanted to keep it light so that they could hold it, wouldn't drop it. And then 2 pages later, you're talking about a pen. And then the first thing I thought is, well, they'll probably drop that. And I could be wrong, but I coached a team earlier about consistency. So just want to be consistent in your messages. The other area I would point out is in your business case, you focused on the ability to operate without Wi-Fi. And it seemed like you were differentiating around that. And I didn't see any of that today. So I don't know if that is something that you realized maybe didn't have a lot of value. I think Wi-Fi is going to increasingly be easier to use and more pervasive and probably cheaper. So that's something to think about. But I think you're on the right track with this audience. You might want to tweak a couple things. Great job.
Thank you. So, very good presentation. Certainly, this is a very large and growing market opportunity with population trends. Did you try any games or any interaction with the target population to understand what is going to work best?
Yes, we did. We did speak to a group of senior citizens, and they love games. They love them. But you see, as they get older, their ability to follow directions and move their fingers around, because games, they get quicker, they get more complicated as levels go on or as technology improves. And so we really want to hit back to the types of games that they used to play when they were kids, when they were, younger. So we would be focusing more on those games, and also we will be working on developing games that don't need, they're more for entertainment as if for complications and stuff, because we want to keep it simple.
Sure.
Yeah, so our differentiator is not like, we want to partner with gaming companies like Lumosity. They already have heavy research into how seniors would, what type of games they would benefit from and all that. So we want to partner with them so them and other companies, so we have the best gaming.
So do the competitors do that as well, or do they work with Embrazo and others?
The competitors, they're not solely focused on games. They have other aspects, but they have like a lot of aspects which should be confusing for seniors. And yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Just to expand on what Andy was saying there may be some partnering opportunities with some of these organizations that I think I would explore that pretty deeply, because if they're getting grant monies or they have a budget to do research, then you could become part of that. And that could only help you not only in the development side, but also on the distribution side. Because I foresee a time when these tablets are going to become even less expensive, pretty much to the point where you can be given away. Some of the earlier groups we talked to about maintaining contact with your consumer group. The problem that you have that maybe we can turn around a little bit is you sell it to somebody, they walk out of the store or they walk away, you have no idea who they are. So while some of these other plans that you were showing, where the one was on a subscription basis for $50 a month or whatever it was, maybe the way to go would be to buy the device and then have them subscribe. Even if the subscription in the beginning is free, you're going to maintain contact with them, and you'll have an opportunity to go at them for an upgrade or a change in games. So maybe your games will come out and they'll be $2.99. But if you have a couple of 100,000 users with these devices, and your adoption rate is even 20 or 30%, you now got a bump of a couple of $100,000 every few months to bring in, and maybe even up into the millions when you start really making a heavy market penetration. And then from that standpoint, you'll also be able to get a lot more research on who's playing what games and provide that as feedback. As I told another group, data is where the money is. So the more information you can get, feedback to the Alzheimer's organization or any number of people that are doing a lot of research or even a little research in the senior market, could prove to be a huge source of additional income. And those kind of partnerships will prove out to be very beneficial for you in the long term as well, because somebody's going to step up at some point and say, hey, what you guys are doing is great. Why don't you be our development team? We'll buy